And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, I forgot that there was a redemption redeemed. So let's just give a little stretch, get started, get a little bit of that D&D yoga going over this side. This is the crack my kraken right here. This one's called Orc Love. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh, my lats feel good.
Oh my God.
Oh, I made myself giggle there a little bit with that one. So, when we last left our heroes, standing on the precipice of the final eve, doing their damnedest to recoup the final champion's weapon, a mystical lantern that has been referenced many times to them, and soon to be in their grasp, hopefully. As they made their way down to the Psionic Knight's temple, prepped and ready to go, they made shortfall on land. Hopping out, they chugged down their invisibility potions as quickly as possible, only to remember, oh right, planning. But as we know with our intrepid adventurers, planning is never an option. Cobbling together their wits, they were able to distract the guards briefly, just enough time to allow them to get into the Psionic Temple's front doors. As they entered inward, fearing the worst, a voice rang out in Alara's mind, mentioning that they had been waiting for her for quite some time. As they continued into the main sanctuary, only to find a number of the Psionic Knights singing in what looked to be some type of ritual or gathering. Hiding off to the side, they watched as a beautiful elven woman completed the ceremony. As it ended, the rest of the congregation left, leaving the party and the mysterious woman. Looking directly up towards them, even in their invisible form, she was able to see them, calling them forward towards her. As they made their way down, she introduced herself as the Oracle of the Temple, and explained to the party that they had been there many, many times before. Not in their current form, but iterations of them. As seemingly this has transpired over and over in a strange time loop. A cycle of birth and re-death, continuously spinning the cosmos round and round. However, there was one difference this time. Seemingly, the Fatebreaker. Informing the party that the Fatebreaker had always been destined to lose, never to step forward. However, for some reason this time, he was ready to fight by their side. Asking about the lantern and its origins, she explained to them that it was specifically meant for a chronomancer, whether it be an oracle like herself, a fortune teller of sorts, or like a time wizard. As the party inquired more about it, she produced the lantern for them, informing them that it was theirs for the taking, as it always had been. However, they were unable to leave the island with it, as a great time guardian would not allow it to leave. With few options remaining, the party decided to take their chances and go up against the Time Guardian himself. As they left the temple, the Guardian was waiting for them as a battle broke out, freezing some of them in time, allowing Alara to remain. However, as she used her superior intelligence, shaking many of her members awake once more, the full battle commenced with all party members involved. And with the might of the seven, they were able to overcome their opponent. Once defeated, there was no other need to stay in the temple, and so they made their way back up to the Presage ship. As they docked, Pappas, one of the many scribes of Lord Lucius Presage, gathered them quickly as something was happening. As they made their way back to the command room, all was revealed. That word had gotten out. The undead armies of Boku were now making their way north towards Thul's temple, signifying that the War of Defiance has now begun. And so, our story continues. As you all stand within the confines of the meeting room, many individuals begin to move quickly back and forth, making preparations to leave. Lord Presage addresses all of you, letting you know that it's time to gather what allies you do have, wherever they may be, as they will be needed in the upcoming days. Based on what the report had said, it should be but a week before the undead armies are able to reach Thul's tomb. As he stands and looks towards all of you, he first asks where to go first.
We should probably start south and work our way up. Further south I can think of is Trellis.
I think that would be a good start.
Oh, who are we gonna call on?
Maybe Sanguine
Birdie.
and his followers.
I will go
Birdie,
ahead.
possibly the Resistance.
And anyone that's part of the Defiant Grain.
And who else though? Like, what about, you think the Moonitar lady? I forget her name. Would help
Moonitar.
us?
Ooh.
Very possible, considering we did free her.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
That one,
Lucy might have the best chance
Like
to convince her.
isn't she in like a whole other dimension? I feel like that one's...
No, we
Yeah,
let
I
her. We let her loose on a continent just above us.
Yes.
We're
Huh.
terrible people. So that was the agreement. She went up to, I think she went to Mornitar.
A Moonitar
Oh, when
from
we met her the
Mornitar?
first time, I was weirdly related to her in some weird blood pact situation.
Oh,
which
right.
Isn't the case anymore. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
You'll have swing.
We have time to go all the way to Moonitar. I feel like that's a message. Right?
Oh,
See what she
I mean,
says.
we have to call I'm assuming we have to call everyone unless we just are showing up at people's doors and saying, get in.
Well, how fast does this vessel fly?
I was gonna say, we got this ship.
Yeah. I don't know. How fast does it fly? Do we know?
As you all stand around debating, suddenly what looks like a celestial owl flies through the window. Hoo hoo! Moonitar is on a completely different continent. Hoo hoo!
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should pay more
Wow.
attention. Whoo! As it flies
That's
back
what
out the
Alara
window.
said.
That's
Owl.
literally
Exactly
I
what we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You do.
also, they're like werecows. Like, I don't know if they're super under
That-
control and stuff. So
That bird was very knowledgeable.
No.
Boo.
No.
Boo! Turn his webcam off.
So, for
All
the
right.
sake of being able to
Teleports.
plan, I'm going to go ahead
Sure.
and move all of you all to the map in Roll20 so you can plan out
go down
specifically
the
what would
list.
you like to do. And I will turn us over to our maps so you guys can all see.
okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we
Trellis.
start south, grab the people from Trellis.
Okay.
Ooh, Wreckmesh.
We
Wreckmesh's tribe.
could check with Wreckmesh.
Wreckmesh was
tribe.
great.
Did he like us that
Um,
much?
Yeah,
Well,
Okay.
enough to like
yeah, we got along.
stop the, you know.
We pretty much ruined anything going on in Dumper Town or whatever that place was called.
Scrappers Run.
Well, that's
Is that
another
it?
place entirely, but
We ruined that one too. I feel.
I
mean
Maybe.
don't
with the
think we
one-armed
made any strong connections there
Okay.
outside of maybe Saj can pick up his Warforged from the mine. And we got the Temple of the Sun, of course.
There should be
Mhm.
no issues there.
Should be no issues there. I think we should call. I can't believe I'm saying this. Alara, I may need you to call my mother.
But we're heading to Trellis,
Okay.
and that's where they're at, are they not?
Your mother is
They were on the
lovely.
way to Trellis, but we haven't exactly checked in.
Okay.
Well, I think that we should go and see who's in Trellis, and then work our way up from there. I think my parents are in Trellis too.
Sure. I
So
guess
we
I'm a
should
little
have them
nervous.
set course to Trellis, and we can discuss this while we're on our way.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, Lucy, we're calling your mom to like check in and say like, "Hey, how's it going?"
To make sure she's in Trellis and to
What
let her
about
know.
those turtles from the desert?
On our way back up.
No.
You think they'll be that much help?
They helped get us here.
I guess that Susie was pretty strong.
Oh man. I can't metagame out of this. Okay.
I guess
What about Sir Titatus? And I feel
No.
like he'd be good
He was
at
just a
rallying.
shopkeep.
He's good.
also
He's
in
good.
Trellis. He's in the upper district of Trellis.
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
what I'm
people in
saying.
Trellis. We should
Yeah.
go there. We got a week.
I feel
We
like
can-
he'd be really good
Oh.
at, you know, finding people, getting them.
I just remembered we left Vercilion's book there too.
We did do that.
Maybe they'll let me I forget who put it there. Who took it there?
The pawn
shop.
shop.
The
It
pawn
was
At
a
the
shop.
pawn shop.
Yeah.
The pawn
But
shop
didn't he
guy
say he
has
was
it?
moving it into a vault or something? Someplace more secure?
Right.
Correct.
Right.
we moved it
And-
to a bank.
Yeah.
Okay. And I agreed to do something for him, which I didn't want to
Translate it,
do.
I believe.
Right. Tell him how to use it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay. Well, I guess while we're there, we can check in and make sure it's okay. Maybe he'll let me take it. I don't know.
I
Maybe
say we
that's-
take it either way. You might need it. It's important.
Maybe.
There's a lot more at stake, anything that could help.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. So who am I calling right now?
I don't think
Well,
we need to
first-
call anybody yet,
Well, if we
right?
go there.
Firstly,
Yeah.
Lord Presage, if you could direct the helmsman to take us to Trellis.
I would be happy to oblige. Now, we do have a bit of a ways to go first. It will take us roughly about 3 days to get to Trellis from here.
Oh man.
3 days. Okay.
Let's see.
Thank you.
However, as
redemption.
as we travel, I would like to avail the resources that we have on board to all of you. A few things that you might want to look into while training and getting ready. First and foremost, in our most lower decks, an archery range for target practice, as well as a sparring arena for hand-to-hand combat. We also have a miniature blacksmith station here, with forge here. One of my best artificers are present there, so if there is any need to fix any armor or weapons, perhaps augment some of your gears, or alternatively, if you are looking to have any magic items made, they should be able to accommodate for you. Lastly, I'd like to give you access to the Presage Library. There you will find a number of training manuals, as well as some magic spellbooks and tomes. Now, out of game, all of these places will enhance you in some way, shape, or form. If you're looking to increase your ability scores in terms of dexterity or strength or constitution, that would be the Sparring Arena. If you are looking to increase your scores for intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, you can take your shot at the library. And if there's any additional magic items that you'd like to be made, or augment some of your weapons, attempt to augment some of your weapons, save for the champion's weapons, which is only available to Ollie to augment, you can go to the mini forge.
You have to pick one?
For the 3 days travel, I will say for the first round, yes, you can only pick one. In fact, I'm willing to make a ruling right now that out of the week that you have, if that's as long as it takes you, for every 3 days you can select another one of these places to go to in order to gain its benefits.
Cool.
Can we go twice to the same place?
High or low for your benefit?
Always high.
Yes, you can.
Oh, fancy. Okay.
Lord Presage looks back to all of you again. Is there anything else that you require at this point? Or anything that we can assist with?
Gosh. Not that
Not that comes to mind at the moment, but we'll let you know.
Very good. Feel free to find myself, Pappas, or any of the servants. You'll be able to note them by the Presage markings on their clothing somewhere. They should be wearing some type of badge. You'll see it in a silvery blue. And he points to his lapel, and basically you see a what looks like a forge hammer with a bit of lightning wrapping around it. Now, I must make preparations on my own for what's to transpire next, so I will leave you all to your own devices. You already have your rooms. Feel free to have any access to the ship that you need.
All right.
Thank you. I think I need to figure out how this lantern works.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question to you. What does it do?
Laura will hold it up. I don't know. Wave it around. I don't know, but
so
it's
you're
pretty.
just waving it around?
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, how big is it?
Careful.
Actually, how big is it? How big is it?
That's a standard size lantern.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
you begin to wave it around in front of all of your
We all
companions, you suddenly begin to hear something coming from the lantern
Oh God.
as the handle squeaks as it rattles back and forth.
Oh
Fucker.
God. You're such a.
God.
It looks really pretty though, right?
Hey, why don't you
Very
try to
pretty.
do that thing with Ollie? This is a champion's weapon, right? So you're going to have an aura now. He can help you with it.
I mean,
Okay.
I could look, but I mean, Trix has a champion's weapon and she doesn't glow.
Yeah, I haven't really spent. I haven't spent time with with this yet. I think I need to spend some time figuring it out. Because that's
Alright.
what everyone else did. I don't think it's like, doesn't feel like it's bonded to me in any way.
You're gonna break it. Stop swinging it around like that.
It's
What's
fine.
the matter with you?
It's a champion's
Oh
weapon.
my
If I can't
God.
wave it around, how is it a champion's weapon?
Can I see any sort of glow on her if I look closely?
From what you can see, it's very difficult to see anything as she continues to wave the block of metal in your face. As you focus a little bit more, you can't see it.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't think it's bonded to you yet.
I don't think so either.
Well, what
You
time
want
is it? Why don't we maybe get some food and then split up, do what we need to do below decks?
Sounds good.
right.
From Alara, from your understanding, it is probably about 2 a.m. at this point.
Oh. It's 2:12 a.m. It's
Dead.
it's kind of late, so maybe we should not get food. maybe we should call it. And then but if anyone wants me to make any calls, now's a good time because I'm about to go to bed and it's,
So you
Well,
can wake everyone
but
up in the
wouldn't
middle of
they
the
be
night with
woken
your
up?
call.
In the middle of the night like this?
We do have 3 days, Alara.
Maybe they're in different time zones, like the Minotaur lady. She's on another
Exactly.
continent. Yeah.
Everyone loves talking to me. I've never called anyone and never have they said, "Oh, it's so annoying that you called me and woke me up." Who doesn't like that?
That sounds about as
Well, in
lovely
hindsight,
as
you've
a,
never
as a
called this
6
late.
a.m. date on the beach.
I just can't imagine like waking up in the middle of the night and you're hearing voices. It'd be terrifying.
In the middle
Probably
of
just
night.
think
Chances
you're
are they'll
kidding.
just think they're dreaming.
Yeah, don't even respond.
It wouldn't be terrifying if it was me.
Hmm.
Am I
think
scary,
Really
Ollie?
more terrifying.
Well, who's the only person we need to call, really? Because the rest of them, if we're gonna be in Trellis, we should just ask them face to face.
How do we know
See
where to
who's there
find?
first.
What about Lucy's mom? How do we know how to find Lucy's mom?
Considering
Could
you
be
have
anywhere.
a
They'll-
huge caravan,
they'll
I'm
know
pretty sure it'd
anything,
be
yeah.
easy to ask around.
That's right.
There is one thing we're avoiding talking
that?
about, it feels like.
What?
Should we be reaching out to Rhea? Trust me, I'm skeptical of her too, but I wanted to bring it up because she does have a pretty strong force at her back. Just wanted to make the
also knows-
option
I would-
available.
Assume that would be a good move.
But isn't she watching us? Doesn't she already know?
No, they
They
can
only can see us
monitor
when we're in the
us.
tombs.
That's right.
Wasn't that a tomb? Though? Or no?
Who's to say? Seems like a vague definition of tomb.
Well, it's a weapon resting place, so yeah, that's a good point.
And
It's
you do
highly
still want to talk to
probable.
Brasilian, so I guess you should find out whether or not he's part of that horde or against it.
I could try calling both of them today. I could say, but, well, I guess we have the lantern and no one's come. Like, we were all scared that was what's going to happen. But maybe it's because it's not activated yet. I don't know. Or maybe they just, well, Brasilian, I think, has other ways of finding me. But Rhea doesn't really leave the City of Gold. We've never experienced that, right?
Well, also, if I were trying to think about it tactically, I'd draw the lantern to me. Great way to do that would be to send an army of undead into a place that we're trying to avoid. I think whoever wanted the lantern is likely responsible for the undead moving.
You're correct. I highly doubt it's coincidental that they started moving the minute we received it.
That's true.
And I hate to say it, Alara, but this does make Brasilian's hands look a little red.
I know. Well, we knew that We knew what he was doing. We knew this. I just need to talk to him to try and convince him to stop. And I haven't been able to.
Just hope you get the chance to before it's too late. He forces our hand.
Yeah, me too.
I believe he already has.
No matter what we do, it's just going to be a giant showdown at the tomb. Literally, no matter what we do. We just got to get as many people on our side as possible.
Well, then it sounds like we'll need our beauty rest.
So, go to the people we do know we can trust, train, prepare ourselves mentally and physically. Because this is about to, as you would say, shit's about to hit the fan.
Oh, Pablo. Some colorful language.
Well, we are in the end game now.
All right, so the verdict is we're not making any calls tonight.
I think if Alara would like to call anyone, she's more than welcome to. However, would like to get some sleep.
Well, if you do call anybody, don't say anything stupid. Okay.
I never say anything stupid. What does that mean, Eli?
Don't show your hand too much, is all I mean. Play your cards close to your chest. You'll be fine. If that's what you decide.
Yeah. I don't. I tried calling Rissallian already.
When?
The other day.
The other day when?
Time's all wibbly wobbly.
Oh,
Maybe it was this morning.
Eli, nothing
yesterday.
came of it. It's- Don't have to worry.
It's interesting that you chose to keep that from us.
Well, nothing came of it.
And
Something
what if
could've.
did?
Then I would have handled it.
We all need to be on the same page. We all need to know what everybody's up to. All right?
Well, there's a lot of distrust for Rissallian in this group. And if anyone's going to speak to him, it's going to be me. He's not going to hear it from any of you. So if I was going to talk to him, I just wanted to try without any assassination attempts.
Should have told us.
I am telling you.
I'd like to
You
look at
should've told us.
Alara's mood ring.
I was literally about to say I'd like to insight check Alara's mood ring right now.
Really? I don't know. Okay. Shoot, I need to pull up those mechanics for it. I guess I'll just make it up.
But you didn't have it ready? I mean, you've only had it
it's
for
been so long. What are you
60
talking
episodes.
As you stare down at her finger, it's a rainbow, as Alara seems to be in a roller coaster of emotion right now.
There you go.
I'd say it's blue.
Dabu dee dabu
Yeah.
die?
Which
It's
I don't know what that means. So perfect.
I mean, there's also other options like communication, those types of things, But
I like to streamline the process.
okay.
Well, I'm off to bed. Good night, everyone.
All right.
So he heads off to
Night.
bed. Let me get that long rest in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, but first since we all need to know about all my business, I'm gonna try and work on the lantern. Okay, Eli?
Listen, that's a very different thing than calling someone who could potentially be an enemy. All right? I don't think that what I was saying was unreasonable. You should have told us, and you should feel like you can tell us.
I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So I'll let you know how it goes. And if I disappear, just consider me dead. Or I hope I'll come back, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes. How about that? If I get the opportunity to speak with them, I will let you know how it goes. And if we can trust him.
Eli will look at Pavo.
And you wonder why I'm worried.
And then just kind of look back at her. All right. Just remember that the second anything gets in between us, we've already lost.
Well,
You hear from down the hall. Go to bed.
Shut up, Lucy!
oh my gosh. Well, then maybe Pablo should be a little more considerate. And then Alara will turn angstily and go to her bedroom.
It's Lucy rubbing off, baby.
Well, before we continue onward, just a very quick thank you to our good friends over at Blue Box RPG. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for trusting us with your audience, guys. We are in the final chapter of our campaign. That's been going on for roughly about a year and a half now. So if you want to see how it all ends, stick around. We've got about 4 episodes left, I'm guessing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and we're doing a giveaway.
Unless we fuck around.
There's that. That too. So yeah, when I expect it's 4 episodes left, let's go with 20.
20. Oh my god, mind melt. Okay. Alara's gonna go back to her room, and she is going to put on Lucy's robe, and then she is going to sit cross-legged, and put the lantern in front of her and just sort of stare at it and start talking to it.
Los Maxima.
Say, hello, I'm Alara. Pretty sure we're supposed to bond somehow. I'm not sure. And she's going to be like looking around and like touching it, I guess examining it.
Okay. As you sit on the floor in dim lighting, the lantern spread out directly in front of you. You take note of its beauty. Intricately shaped, with very slim sides to it. Beautiful curves that swipe around. The lantern itself seems to give off a bluish silverish hue from its metallic exterior. You continue to poke it now and again. And while there doesn't seem to be any response from the weapon, you spend an hour to feel like you've gotten to know it a little bit better, in whatever strange fashion that Alara would think. Now, with that said, is there anyone else who would like to do anything before we bed for the night?
So as Ilara storms off, Pavlo's going to turn to the rest of them and ask, am I being unreasonable for my concerns of Alara trying to talk to Rasilian on her own?
Who's there? Is it just
I assume Ollie, Ash.
Oh, I already
Ash
went
and
to bed.
Trix?
Oh,
Oh, Ollie's in bed? Oh, okay. Ash, Trix, are you guys there too? Or did you go to bed?
Yeah, I guess I'm there still. Yeah.
I guess I'm here too.
Lily left.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, it's just a bit concerning how aggressive she's been getting to want to just talk to Rasilian on her own.
Yeah, but Pablo, he's her mentor. It's like a father figure. She knows him better than anybody else, of course. And I think she's right. If anyone is going to get through to him, it's going to be her. Whether or not we can trust him is a whole other story. Whether or not we can trust anyone is a whole other story.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think good for her, man. You know, she's taking things into her own hands, making things happen. Maybe she'll get some information that we wouldn't have normally got if we were all there. looking intimidating.
I don't completely disagree with the idea of her trying to talk him out of it. The fact that she wants to do this solo without anybody with her is the concerning part.
Well, we wouldn't be able to hear anyway. The conversation's all in her mind. What's the difference? We're there or not?
Yeah.
Well, I thought she said that if she disappeared somewhere, meaning she wanted to go meet him.
No, I think she meant if something goes wrong with the lantern.
Well, even if she went to go meet him, I mean, do you honestly think that we'd all just let the conversation happen without interfering? We wouldn't. So, I mean,
You gotta trust her too,
feels
Pavo.
like that's what she's got to do.
She's not an idiot. I mean, you know what I mean. She wouldn't
I know her
knowingly.
intentions are
That's
pure.
right.
I get that.
Yeah. Trust
It's
her.
just
Give
very
her a
concerning.
minute. If she can't trust him, I think she'll figure it out.
I hope so. For all of our sakes.
And the more we push her away, the more she's gonna keep from us, which we don't want at all.
I understand. And with that, I will excuse myself and I will go to my room.
I'll start walking back with Pavo.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of keeping secrets, where were you the other night? You didn't come back. Your room is next to mine. It's canon now. That's how I noticed.
Yes.
Jeez. Oh, the night before we went to the tower? Is that the night you're referring to?
Yeah, man. The night you didn't come home. Where'd you go? It's weird.
I decided to test my luck at the casino.
Inside check. You're a gambler.
It was a gamble for him.
Oh,
In the
Pavo
middle
is
of the night?
lying. Who is Pavo?
In a way, it's always a gamble.
Exactly.
So let me get this straight. The day before, you knew that we were leaving for the temple. You
Correct.
decided in the middle of the night that you were gonna go gamble at a casino.
No. I had a date with the Countess,
Oh,
and things went very well.
okay.
Hmm.
Why are you? Is he blushing or anything?
Can you see through feathers?
I mean, just a bird blush.
So yes, that is why I was away for that evening.
How long does the date last?
All
Well-
night long.
Well, you have your dinner, and then we got tired.
So then why didn't you come home?
I stayed there.
Oh. Like you slept over? Like you guys had a sleepover?
Yes, you could say that. It was quite nice.
Okay.
If you're asking for details, I'm sorry, I will not share those details, but it was a quite lovely night with the Countess.
I don't know what kind of details I would be asking for. I've never been on a date.
We just enjoyed each other's company for the entire evening. And then I came back.
All right. I mean, your face is a little weird right now. Make some weird faces, man. Throw me right off.
So that's where I was at.
Well, you gonna see her again?
I have no idea. I don't think this was more of just a long-term thing, but the fact that, we don't know what the future is. I thought I'd try to get some company with my own kind, if you want to put it that way, before things happen.
Mm-hmm. All right, well. Guess that solves that mystery.
So, if there's nothing else, I would like to turn in, please.
I guess not.
Good night, Eli.
Night.
Weird. Why are my glasses getting all foggy?
Conversation's steamy.
It wasn't that steamy of a conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like two people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Exactly.
Listen, as the universe, I know exactly what happened, and shit got steamy.
Butts the butts.
I was hoping I would find like one of her feathers. Oh, yeah.
All right, so the two of you separate, headed to your own rooms. Trix and Ash, what are you guys up to?
Well, I'm just walking to my room.
Okay.
Just have been.
Okay. And Ash?
Yeah, I'm just gonna crash right here.
You're just going to fall asleep in the command room with everybody around.
Oh, they said they had the forge, right?
Yes, there is a forge within the ship.
Okay, I'll go there to sleep. Must
Okay.
be pretty toasty over there.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You find a bright, warm fire and a large rug and curl up, start purring, and
Exactly.
fall asleep.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Is there
Fire and
any,
ash.
is there anything else anyone would like to do before we bed down for the evening?
I want to like fall asleep, like kind of contemplating the daggers a little bit.
Okay. As you
Just
begin
thinking about
to-
like what they said and stuff.
Okay. I would like everyone to remove their headphones other than Eli.
Oh boy.
Goodbye. Rest in peace.
I thought he was gonna say that. Oh, and you fall asleep. Oh.
As you lay in bed, contemplating the daggers, making them appear and disappear within your hands, you begin to drift off, hearing the whispers once again. Blade in the body, the blade in the body, the blade in the body. As you find sleep that night, you have very strange dreams. You find yourself within the city of gold, back up at the very top of the tower where you would remember where you and your companions were once put on trial. The room seemingly entirely empty, save for you and the flickering of the green flame. When you hear a loud voice boom throughout the entire room, "Do you know my name?"
He's staring at Thul's flame.
This is a disembodied voice.
I'm just
Seemingly only
guessing-
you in the room.
But he's in the room with the flame.
Yes.
So he would like summon both of his daggers. And he would guess it's Thul.
The minute that you summon the daggers, the voice booms out once more. And yet you hold my tools. Suddenly, a shadow begins to fly throughout the room, blocking off what otherwise would be lighted by the green flames. It begins to converge around you, whipping around you wildly, before stopping directly in front of you. The misty shadows begin to congregate around each other, forming into a humanoid shape that towers over top of you. You can see the silhouette of the individual as its two arms raise up, pulling back at the shadows, revealing a face. As they draw their hood downwards, you see that of a very pale white old man with a very long beard, his face sunken in, with piercing dark green eyes. Do you not know me, champion?
No more riddles. Why don't you just tell me your name?
He gives a bit of a smirk towards the aggression that you show towards him. I speak no riddles, little one. You have called upon me many times before with those blades, and you have brought many to my domain. For I am death. The hair on the back of your neck begins to stand up as you stand face to face with the primordial aspect of death itself.
Even though he's obviously very intimidated, he'll try not to waver. He'll stare directly back and hold the daggers in his hands.
You do not fear me?
No, I don't.
And Ashanti has chosen wisely. Albeit weak she was, for one who does not fear death, as my champion, can reach their full potential if they wish to.
More riddles. What does that mean?
I see by the daggers you have awakened my blades.
That's right.
But there is a greater power within them. The question comes, are you willing to choose to take them to their next level, to become the truest of my champions?
Well, I don't know what that means. What does your true champion look like? What can they do?
My truest champion will be granted my greatest of boons, the choice of life and death itself to any that they face. You stand before me as the Viper, but my champion, my true champion, is the Reaper. One who can ferry the souls. One who can end any that stand in their way. We watch from above Eli. We know what transpires here. We know what is to come. Only you can stop it.
So in order to stop Thule, I have to become the Reaper. Is that what you're telling me?
When we created the Prime Dragons, we inserted parts of ourselves within them. There is only one reason why Thule still sleeps and sustains within the mortal plane that you see before you. For its soul is still bound to this plane. Its soul resides here as he turns his hand towards the flames.
So it's not dead. It has to be killed.
To end the cycle, there must come its death. And in order to kill an entity like Thule, its soul must be reaped.
So why does it have to be me? Why can't you do it?
The material plane is not of my concern. As the wheel turns and it begins again, it will always remain the same. The aspects will become part of the new realm as it is born, as is the next, and as is the next. For we do not perish.
But if I'm the Reaper, death doesn't just come for its enemies, it comes for its friends too. Does that mean I'm responsible for all souls? And what happens to me?
You will be asked to make the ultimate sacrifice. The tools whisper to you, Eli. Can you hear what they are saying?
Yeah. The blade in the body.
To begin, a champion of mine learns to harness the weapons that they have. Only those whose blade and the body become one will awaken the blade's potential. But to reach their final form, the champion must be willing to give way of the body and become the blade entirely. Unchain themselves from their mortal selves.
Eli's breathing will kind of pick up a little bit, and he'll start to grit his teeth as he realizes what this means. So you're telling me that everyone else will get to go on, and even though I got this far, that's it for me?
In the state that you know of yourself now, you will be no more.
What about my family, my parents, my sister?
They will live on.
He'll kind of like take a couple of steps back, and you'll see he's getting a little heated. And she shakes his head. And then kind of says, "That's not fair." And he'll say it louder, "That's not fair."
Rarely in my domain is fairness taken into account. It's just what must be done.
Why me? Why not anybody else? It could have been anybody. Why me? And why now?
You're right. It could have been anyone else. But you chose the daggers. You continued with them. Your choice has already been made. The only question left is, do you want to see the rest go onward? Or do you want the universe to go dark again? You have been made aware of the choice in front of you. You are the only one who can end this. Your choice is yours to make. As he says this, he lifts his hood back up over his head, as once again the shadows turn to mist. They spin around you once more, before vanishing from sight.
He'll chase the shadows a little bit and be like, "Wait!" and try to get them to come back. And when he sees that everything has disappeared, he'll just let out a roar and just throw his daggers in just a rage.
Eli rages onward, within this dream of dreams. And at some point, all goes black once more as Eli finds an uneasy rest for the remainder of the evening.
Finally. Just your facial expressions was like a roller coaster, man.
As the rest of you find rest for the evening, curled up in your beds or sprawled out on rugs in some random forge somewhere, you can all go ahead and gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yay! Wow, you madman.
My God, Foul.
Val, thank you so much for the 20 gifted, buddy.
Oh.
Pat.
Draws.
Pat, guys. It was,
God, what happened?
Lord.
Yeah, it must have been good.
We all get woken up by a train whistle.
How did a train get all the way up here?
Plus the breakfast horn.
Now, before we can continue onward for the remainder of the day, I will say this. I would ask my players not to watch back the VOD.
Okay.
Looking in your direction, Rob.
That was such a call out.
What the hell?
He was your Snoop.
The next morning comes, ready for the day. As I explained earlier, you all have places to go if you would like to go. If there's other things you would like to do, you can do so.
I think
Do we
I
go
heard someone's
one
wild
by
magic
one?
go off in the distance.
Yeah, go.
Someone else's
Do it.
wild magic, you know.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
Carnell and Cross, thank you so much. And Pat Draws, you guys are insane. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
Yeah, wow.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh yeah.
While most of you awaken to a lovely morning, one of you wakes up a little uncomfortable, a little put off. And as that person stretches outwards,
Ash. Just kidding.
they feel a bit of a sneeze coming on.
Oh, me?
Ah.
All right. These are the right ones, right? Yeah. Okay.
For those of you joining us for the first time, we do have a channel point redemption. We have a wonderful wild sorcerer, wild mage sorcerer within our group, and we've decided to spice it up a little bit, where you have control over when that wild magic pops off. Now, it's a little bit different than the typical D&D table that you see in the player's handbook. This is one that we've made up specifically for some super fun good times. So sit back, enjoy, and let's find out what Lucy rolled.
22.
22. Okay. As you let out a loud sneeze, shaking it off, pinching your nose, you begin to hear a strange noise coming from under your bed.
What?
No.
Meow, meow.
Oh my god, it's the kittens!
How do you keep getting the same ones?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
man.
know, but I want one.
Suddenly you feel your bed sheets clawing, being pulled to either side as 8 kittens begin to claw up your bed.
Oh my god. Oh no, babies. Coco, Peanut. Oh, what are you guys doing? He'll scoop up 2 arms full and just let the rest follow as he makes his way to wherever the dining area would be.
Okay. Leaving your room with many little kittens following behind you, quite a few of them hanging onto your robe by their claws, and about 4 in your arms.
Opposite of Yarn Lucy. Kitten Lucy. Ash, you better get along with these boys.
The rest of you seem to wake up, no problem. And I'm assuming most of you are going to be headed over to the dining hall as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eli won't. He'll go straight to Spar.
Okay.
Happened to you? Who hurt you?
Oh no.
Other than Lucy, there is one other individual who gets abruptly woken up by a kick to the ribs as Ash turns over, only to see a female gnome with strange gadgets that hang from her belt, staring down at you, kicking you repeatedly. What are you doing on my floor?
Just sleeping. This is the hottest place in the ship.
Aye, it is. Now get the fuck out.
Yeah, your forge is not hot enough, and I would put fire in my hand and just heat up the forge before I leave.
A little bit of a blast of fire comes forth from your hand directly into the forge as it sparks up a little bit more. Aye, now that's a handy trick.
Put my paws against it, like, feeling good. Oh, well, thank you for the kicks. And I guess I'll be here tonight too, so if we would agree not to kick in the morning, that'd be great. Thanks.
You keep my fire burning like this and you're alright. But for now, get the fuck out. I got shit to do.
Yeah. I'm out. I'm hungry. I would like to ask you if you want any snack, but
You suddenly
go and get it
feel
yourself.
at the small of your back as two hands firmly rest on your back as she pushes you out the door.
Thank you.
Yeah, come back if you need anything. Otherwise, stay the fuck out.
Okay. Is she closing the door?
The door has already slammed heavily behind you.
I would burn my hand again and put my paw on the door to make a mark. Then I would take my claw and I would write under it, Ash room. And then I would go for breakfast.
All right. As all of you begin to congregate within the dining room, finding a table, you see quite a few of the crew members as well who seem to be sitting around the various tables. An individual comes up to you. Well, hello to all of you. Glad that you could be here. I am Bruno. I am taking orders. Whatever you wish, I will bring to you now.
Whatever we wish?
We don't talk about you. I'm just kidding.
You have anything we could want?
Here
If we
it comes.
can concoct it, you can have it.
You have ice cream here?
High or low for your benefit.
It was an important one.
Hi.
Anything but ice cream.
Jesus Christ. Natural 20. Boo, 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 boo.
It's destiny. It's destiny. We're coming full circle. This is really the end game here. So the whole
Maybe
campaign
you
was
can do
really
a sweet curtsy.
We ensure we have many of dairy products, which includes ice creams, milks, creams. He looks over to Ash. For some, that might be good.
Agreed. As I heave up the kittens.
Oh my
8
god.
saucers. Cream, please.
Lucy, can I have one?
Sure, here, you can have Peanut. Hand over Peanut, which is the very sketchy, kind of mangy looking one. That twitches a lot.
Alara, you get a cat in your hands, very matted fur. Its eyes stick out to either end. Its tongue kind of sticks out a little bit.
It's like looking at you, but kind of looking past you, not really at you. You know, with a glazed over look.
Hi, Peanut. I'm Alara. I think I met you last time.
It tilts its head towards you and attempts to meow, but doesn't open its mouth, so it gives off a little.
Oh,
So cute.
Peanut is my favorite. Well, I know it's not traditional for breakfast, but I've been trying to have ice cream for a very long time. So if I could just have breakfast and then like a side of ice cream, that would be great. And chocolate milk. If you have chocolate milk, we should all have chocolate milk, guys. Can I get chocolate milk for
me,
everybody?
please.
Including the kittens.
No.
No, just the I was gonna say people, just the humanoids.
This is humanoid.
Sorry, the humanoids? The humanoids?
Because Ash I was just kind of catty. So, I don't know.
And Pablo is kind of birdie.
Yeah. Yeah, Pavel's birdie.
No,
Tricks
that's
is
a different
half,
character.
whatever.
Tricks
Always.
I mean, yeah, I'll have some chocolate milk. And what exactly is ice cream? They just freeze it?
You should just try it with me, Ollie. It's gonna be so good.
I mean, yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
One ice cream for me as well.
All right, ice cream for all, and I will bring some actual breakfast for you all as well.
Bacon? Do you have
Oh,
bacon?
yes,
please.
I would love some bacon.
We have many a bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
I think if you can give Trix extra bacon, because she gets kind of cranky if she doesn't have bacon on the road either. So maybe if you could make like an extra pack for her so that she could carry it around for the rest of the day.
I will slaughter the pig myself.
fresh.
I'll take a salad on second thought.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I will kill the lettuce myself.
Okay, Bruno, you do that.
As Bruno turns with a nod and a stomp of his heel, he begins to walk off towards the kitchen.
Has anyone seen Eli? Not typically that late of a sleeper.
It's true.
About to ask myself.
I could call Eli.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Why not?
Why
I'm
not?
sure he's somewhere on the ship.
I cast sending. Hi, it's Alara. How's it going, Eli? Guess what? They have ice cream here. You should come meet us at breakfast. Oh, wow. Because I love you, and we all do.
And we.
Eli, you have 25 words to respond.
He will say,
I'm busy.
Sparring, period. Talk later. And then that's it.
Oh.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm sorry. He's in a bad mood.
Yeah, but Alara
I'm sure it's
doesn't
on
like that.
point. I don't know.
Are you apologizing to Alara's reaction?
Yes.
Did she make you feel bad? That's
The
great.
player feels bad.
Okay.
The level of immersion has reached an entire new level, folks.
Oh, Eli wasted my spell. Eli just said that he's busy. She'll look at Pablo.
I said that I was sparring.
Okay.
Okay. more,
Here.
more specific information than busy. Pablo.
Hey, metagamer, relax over there,
Yeah.
Broodmaster 5000.
Got the hang up.
So, as your foods and whatnot are being prepared, as well as your chocolate milks, at this point, I would like our entire audience to go ahead and go get some chocolate milks, or some apple juices, or orange juices, or I was going to say cat juices, but that sounds very wrong, so I'm not going to say that because this is a Christian Minecraft server channel. We're going to take a little break, guys, probably about 5 minutes or so. Just do the bio things and all of that fun goodness. Don't forget, we are doing our dice giveaway for the evening. The wonderful, wonderful sketch dice that are super cool. Lucy made some super awesome ones that I am super jealous of. Exclamation point dice in chat to enter in to win. Only caveat is that you have to be following along in order to win. But with that said, we do take a couple questions while we're on chat. So if you have something to ask myself, the cast, the universe, life, anything in it, all of those fun things, go ahead and drop them down there now, and we'll get to a few of them after break. But with that said, we will be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned, guys, because we are going into the second half of part 1 of the War of Defiance, the final arc in Campaign 1 of Careful Cantrip. Stay tuned, guys. We will be back momentarily. Love your faces.
Yeah.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So before I continue onward, I don't know if I accidentally forgot to say this or not, but for the level 5 hype train, guys, thank you so much for Shy Shiba for the tier 1 sub. Welcome in. Hopefully you are enjoying yourself and our dumb faces as we tell this crazy little story of ours. For GF Powers for the 100 bits. Fal, I know you're gone for the night, my friend, so I'll message you privately earlier, but for 20 gifted subs, dude, that is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Pat for the 1,000 bits, dude, thank you so much. Cross the streams with 1,000 bits, guys. This is crazy and wild magic for another 10 gifted subs. Y'all are fantastic, and I don't even know why you do it. Like, we're just a bunch of goobers telling a dumb story. But thank you so much for it. As well as Cowsick for the 400 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's check out a few questions that we had on chat. I did see a few of them in there. Let me scroll back. From our new friend Lenny. Hey Lenny, how you doing, bud? How anxious is everyone when it comes to meeting back up with people from past adventures?
That's an awesome question. I'm just excited to see people personally, like, because we haven't checked in with Trellis at all since like the rebellion.
Yeah, it's been like a year.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot. I'm interested to see how Pavo especially interacts with Birdie now that he's a man.
That is
like, yeah, you're okay. You're no countess.
That's right.
I think it'll be fun.
I think so.
Or another notch.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Tancred isn't around anymore. You know,
Exactly. She's single.
got that
Oh my
wedding
God.
ting going on.
Wow.
Oh my god.
DMB Town, what is the meaning of life? I think I'll field this one because I know exactly what the answer is, my friend, and you are absolutely looking at it. A great group of friends having an amazing time together, creating memories that we will always remember for the rest of our lives. So if anybody tells you that that's not the meaning of life, then tell them they're full of crock.
Also 42.
Also 42, yes. I'm not sure who exactly the question is to, but okay, Mac, I'm not going to read this one out loud. It's totally okay. Don't you worry about it. I will ask Eli to go ahead and answer that one privately on Discord. So we will answer the question. I'm just not going to read it out loud so that my players don't know what's going on.
Part of me wants to scroll up.
I think that is yep, that's it. Best man speech if I've ever heard one. Well, thank you very much, Wild. And love your face, B-Town. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump back into tonight's episode. As you all sit about, playing with Lucy's gaggle of kittens, the food quickly arrives. A beautiful assortment of breakfast foods, including eggs, 2 plates of bacon, specifically for Trix, as well as bowls and bowls of various forms of ice cream, as well as tall glasses of a brownish, opaque milk. Bruno sets everything down in front of you as Peanut eagerly tries to claw away from Alara to get onto the table to get at the ice cream.
Okay. Oh no, Peanut. That's not gonna feel good on your tummy. You shouldn't have that. I
Trust
love
me.
peanut.
Trust me. He's had worse. He can do whatever. I'm pretty sure that thing has an iron stomach.
Okay.
But not you, huh, Duchess? Duchess is his favorite kitten. He keeps it at his lap.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Duchess being one of those flat-faced cats with lots of
That's very
hair,
much
just kind of looks
the
up at you.
flat-faced,
Yeah,
all white, like
yeah,
prissy-looking cat.
yeah. Laying in your lap, purring away, looks up towards you without a care in the world for either you or the world itself as she continues to lay on your lap.
Very fitting. Okay, well, Eli's sparring. Is anyone gonna go sparring today?
After breakfast, that's exactly where I'm heading.
Okay, so you can check in on Eli. Because Eli was super short.
Wow.
I'm gonna go to the
Always.
library.
Always.
Oh my god.
I was going to say the same thing.
Oh man, can't go one episode.
At least we didn't say cloaca. Ah,
Oh, boo! Bobby.
Count it.
Okay. Also, I talked to the lantern. I told the lantern like my whole life story. I said, "Hi, my name's Laura. I started from the very beginning. I talked about how we should bond." I don't know if it really worked though. It kind of maybe, I don't know.
Talking
Can I
to
take
the
a-
lantern.
yeah. Can I take a wild guess?
Okay.
Did it kind of just sit there, like a lantern?
Pretty much.
So weird. By the way, you can have this, and he pushes the chocolate milk over to you.
You don't want any? You should really try some.
I had it back in Dumpertown, and I wasn't a fan.
Okay. I thought that was just because, cow trauma. But okay.
Pretty sure it was lizard milk.
Oh, it was, yeah. Yeah. But this is.
And yes, I'm a bit traumatized as he pushes it a little further towards you.
Okay. Well, thanks. Maybe, Ollie, you want to split the second glass?
Sure. Yeah, this stuff's delicious. I even like the frozen chocolate milk there. It's like they add more sugar to the chocolate milk before the freezing process.
Right? It's so good. Lucy,
It's
do you like ice
fantastic.
cream?
It's fine.
Oh.
Not big on sweets.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's kind of boring. I think you should try sometime more. I don't know.
Losing points.
Minus 100.
What a shame.
I'm gonna grab a bowl of the ice cream and then just like take my bacon and start like dipping it in the ice cream.
So
Oh,
gross.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. That being not bad.
Tricks
As
As
as you-
Ollie's also do.
Tricks as you dip your bacon into the ice cream. Ollie, you're dipping your bacon into ice cream as well?
I'm there for try everything.
Okay, as the two of you begin to dip your bacon into ice cream, taking your first bite, you find that perfect concoction of sweetness and salty and warmth and cold, where it's the perfect blend within both of your mouths. You have both been inspired by me.
Wow.
Awesome.
Done.
Hour of bacon.
You earned it.
Picture him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I picture Ollie's first taste with like giant anime eyes and like a sparkly background panning and
That wow sound effect.
Wow.
Like the episode of Futurama where Bender becomes human and he becomes like this obese thing because he won't stop eating nachos and drinking beer.
Is anyone going to come to the library with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna come to the library.
I'm coming
yeah, I was
too.
thinking of going there as well to read up on some books of maybe healers of old, so I can learn from their wisdom. It's gonna be wisdom.
Wow, I didn't know you were also interested in reading things. I used to love going to the library back where I came from. in Lumnador, we had this really big library, and Alcor and I would spend hours and hours in there. So I can take you through the library there. I'm really good at finding books.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. I really want to find ones with wisdom.
Okay. I'll look for that.
Thank you.
Okay. So we have Alara, Trix, and Ollie that are headed to the library. Ash and Lucy, where are you guys going?
I will be joining the group in the library also.
Okay.
Years.
I'm gonna try to get one of my items improved. Wherever that was.
Forge.
It's not like a armor piece, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Improving an item. However
Okay.
I go about doing that.
As you all finish your meals and say a lovely little goodbye to each one of your companions, the universe follows along behind Lucy as he makes his way towards the forge. As you hit the doorway towards the forge, you take note of a strange sign on the door. Something about ash rooms.
Oh, Ash. Cast prestidigitation to clean the door.
Love it.
As the sign fades away, you give a little bit of a rap on the door itself, only to hear the voice of a female ring out. Yep.
Yes, Lord Presage said I could come here to improve some equipment.
Do you know how to open a door?
Yeah, just wanted to make sure you were decent. As he pushes the door open.
Walking in, you see a small gnomish woman with bright red hair in two buns that sit up at the very top, a number of strange gadgets that hang from her belt, and a beautiful leather vest that dawns over her torso. Looking around the actual forge itself, you can see that, surprisingly enough, unlike many other forges that you've seen before, it's not filled with soot and grime, but is in almost pristine condition. She looks up towards you. Well, you no face around here.
Yeah, well, nice place you have here, first of all.
I try to keep it clean.
Not often I see a forge with such care. Not sure, actually. This is somewhere I can get this improved, but we'll take off his Bloodwell. His focus. The Bloodwell vial. I was seeing if you might be able to improve on this. I use it as a focus. We'll hand it over to her to look at.
Interesting. She takes it in her hand and quickly walks behind a small workbench. Second goes by as she seems to prop up a stool as she hops up onto it. Reaching into one of her many pouches, she pulls out what looks like a pair of glasses with only a single lens on it that seems to be much thicker than most. As she pops them on, she closely begins to inspect it and pokes it a little bit with her finger. She holds it up to the light, trying to get a read on the transparency of it. So, what do you want me to do with it?
Oh, well, I wish I had some form of specific instructions for you, but just to improve on the design, to possibly help my spells, have a little more oomph, or...
Ah, spell worker you are.
Somewhat of a unorthodox one, but yes.
She holds it by the chain and dangles it up. I think there might be some runes that I know that might be able to make it a little bit more useful for you.
That'd be very helpful. Do be careful, that is my blood in there.
Ah, you want me to pour it out first?
I'd prefer you didn't, if at all possible.
Yeah, all right. Probably a little
I
messy.
have a feeling I'll be losing a lot more pretty soon here.
Hey. All right, well, it'll take me a little bit of time to carve some runes in it, but if you want to come back later this evening, I should be able to give it a little bit more oomph, as they say.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Seems like it's in capable hands.
Now, is there anything else you're looking for, my dear?
Well, I'm, believe it or not, still a little wet behind the ears when it comes to combat. I'm willing to take suggestions.
She hops down off of the stool and walks over to you. All right, let's try this out. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
She pulls back her leg and hoofs you directly in the shins. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
And what was that for?
Or just making sure to see just how unguarded you are.
Yes, well, you know, I like to keep it light.
Aye.
Not sure that was necessary.
Well, like I said, it was just a bit of a test. There might be something more I can help you with a little bit. She walks
Knee
back.
pads?
Might help a little bit more than just with the knees. She walks behind the counter once more and starts furiously pulling at a few items. Where are they? Where are they? Ah! Reaching down, she pulls out what you see as 2 beautiful dark gold bracelets, matching entirely with what look like a beautiful sapphire that seems to be embedded within them. All right, try these on.
Green's more my color, but latch it.
It seems to fit well, but a little loose still. All right, take them off. Take them off.
Oh, all right. I haven't worked out my forearms in a bit.
I can tell. She puts it back down on the table and takes out a
He
little
looks a little defeated by that.
She takes out a little bit of a screwdriver and starts to twist and turn on the bracelets. Handing them back. There you go. That should do better for you. As you place them on, they get a firm grasp over top of your wrist. And you feel as almost if the instant that they attach to your wrists, like a invisible arcane wall seems to coat over top of your skin. These there are the bracers of protection is what I call them. Not the best at naming I was, but I think they're good enough. Lucy, go ahead and add +3 to your armor class.
Don't mind if I do.
Anyone else concerned that like spells are doom? The DM's giving like +3 to AC?
Yep.
Anyone else concerned? Just me? Okay.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Just, be careful with that. Point to his.
Hey, I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Come back at the
see
end
you
of
in
the
a
day.
bit then. Yep.
Right? All right, get the fuck out.
Thanks again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Okay. I'll walk out.
All right. As Lucy leaves the forge, the universe pans back over to Pavo, as he seems to be entering into the sparring area. Pavo, as you look down, you see what looks like a very similar training ground to that you had over at the monastery. High above is a bit of a deck that seems to sit at floor level. However, deep down, almost I would say about 15 feet below, there seems to be a large carved out area with what looks like a obstacle course throughout it. Directly in the center, you see a large column that rests high, almost the same height as the floor level that you stand on right now. Around it, there seems to be a little bit of an island-like area with 3 bridges that lead towards the center island coming off from the main mass. You can also see a number of pillars that grow from small to larger in both width and height that seem to curve around the outside of the arena, as well as a number of blocks with a ladder that leads up to the first and what look like rope bridges that connect the rest of them. Directly in the center, you see a familiar face of Eli, training vigorously as sweat drips off from him. You hear a voice come up from behind you. He's been at it all day. Or all morning.
Turn to see who's talking to me.
As you turn to look over, you see an individual again in the Presage colors, with the familiar badge attached to his chest, a large breastplate that rests over top of his torso. And looking at the facial structure and the hands, you see a grayish skin with what looks like rocks embedded in different areas. Name's General Theris of the Presage Army. I look after this area. You one of the new ones?
Yes, my name is Pavo. It is a pleasure to meet you.
You fight as well, Pavo?
I have been trained in many ways of combat. That is correct. That is why I chose to be down here, to improve my skills.
Don't see any weapons on you?
The body is its own weapon if you train it properly.
I like that. I might use it. You know anything about him? I tried calling down to him earlier. He hasn't said a word.
That would be my good friend Eli. I'm sure he's just training because we have a big task ahead of us.
All right, well, I will leave you with him. Just ask him to go a little bit easier on my obstacle course. It looks like he's taking down a few of the pillars.
I will be sure to relay that message.
If you need anything, come find me.
Appreciate that. Thank you. And I will make my way over towards Eli.
Okay.
And as I land near him, care for a sparring partner?
You land like super close?
Sure. Enough to where we can talk.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like he's punching something. So he'll kind of like just give it one more swing, and he'll like spit on the ground and look at Pavo, and he'll be like, yeah, sure, let's go. And then square up.
I will take the dodge action to basically whatever Eli can come, just try to deflect.
I was just going to hit dodge, hit dodge, hit dodge.
All right.
In that case, I will raise my glass to all of you.
Okay.
And ask you to roll initiative for me.
Oh no! Oh god.
Just imagining like a Dragon Ball Z fight. Just.
Okay, I need to do this thing and change the music to fight music. Now, I'm assuming off the top that this is non-lethal.
No,
Non-lethal.
non-lethal. Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Oh, come on.
First blood.
Eli's my
Pop.
closest friend. I'm not gonna hurt him.
Kill him.
All right, let's get some battle music going, shall we? This is the
didn't
way
expect
to
that.
go. Mhm.
We got PvP.
If you guys are gonna fight, we fighting tonight. We fighting tonight.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's get in a
I
little
got
bit closer.
19.
16.
All right.
So I guess we know who wins.
Eli, as you stand on the small plateau, looking down, you can see what looks like the bottom of the little bit of crevice that is there. It only resides about 10 feet down, as well as your companion, Pavo, who stares across from you. He has a little bit of a smirk on his face, knowing that he may or may not have been waiting to test this for a long, long time. Let's get ready to rumble! And Pavo, you were first up. What would you like to do? Well, let me get closer.
Considering that this is just for sparring purposes on my initiative, I'm just going to take the defensive stance and do like this. And I'll be like, come at me.
Flex on him. Flex on him.
And I will let Eli make the first move.
Ooh. Okay, so if we're non-lethal, can I use my daggers? Because
Well, non-lethal means that you're not planning to kill your opponent. So essentially, you're fighting to the
stabbing him
point.
a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, you're friendly stabbing him.
Little cuts.
Okay.
What's your nickname in high school?
Eli always has the best nicknames. I like that one too.
He's just slicing off Pavo's feathers like one feather at a time.
I'd be pissed if
Just
you know
like-
that.
Yeah. So whoever hits 0 HP first is unconscious, but not. There's no death saving throws or anything.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement to dash at him. I'm going to use my dagger to hit.
You have
You're not
control.
Stabbing or
Me?
throwing it at me.
You have
I'm
control
throwing it at
over. You have control
Alright.
over your player in roll 20. So just go ahead and do
Oh.
whatever you'd like.
I don't know. Oh, I don't see a map. I just see the
Oh.
map of
Oh.
like.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. There
He
you go.
knew someone was sparring.
Oh yeah. I knew
I
someone
didn't
was going to
expect
fight.
this, but okay.
Okay. Oh, I see there's a little gap between us. All right. In that case, I will use my action to toss my dagger behind him. I will use my reaction to teleport, and I will use, oopsie, over here. And I will use my bonus to hit.
Well,
That's
I'm
going to
in
be,
defensive, so it's at disadvantage.
okay. 18.
Just dodge it.
As you come in for a slice, your anger completely overwhelms you as you slice towards Pavo. He's far too ready and nimble in his almost close to meditative state as he simply moves out of the way as it slices forward. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, but I do need to know where the dagger landed. Do I see it?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Nat 1, re-roll.
Halfling? What?
Nat 1, Nat 1. And I think we decided that sticks if it's a second
Yep,
Nat 1.
If it's a
Yeah?
second that one. Yeah.
Focused
Okay.
on Pavo and your opponent. The dagger seems to bury itself down into a little bit of the sand, where it becomes next to invisible to you. Pavo, what would you like to do on your turn?
You want this hard or easy?
Hard.
All right. Well,
Context Christian Minecraft channel.
not
Not,
that way.
not. No. No.
All right. With a bit of a smirk, because I will just stay ground level. Make this as fair as possible. And take my 2 unarmed attacks. No wings, just regular hand-to-hand. So the first one was unarmed plus 8, so it's 50. So that's what, 23?
Yep.
That's an 8. So for 10 points.
Okay.
Second strike. Ooh, that's 18 plus 8. So what's that? 26.
Hit.
And for another 10. And
Okay.
for a bonus action, I will use key point to get into the defensive stance again. Your move.
Breaking
Okay.
away from his statuesque demeanor, he comes flying towards you with fists ready, giving a few punches to the face as well as a roundhouse elbow to the chin. Immediately dropping back down into his statuesque-like pose. The rage builds in Eli's eyes.
Eli, he's going to use his reaction to summon the dagger, whichever one flew away, back. So he's holding both of them now, and he's going to hit and bonus hit. He doesn't care where they land. He's going to summon them both back next turn. So just 2 hits.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
I'm in defensive stance.
First one's going to miss. 28 to hit on the second.
Was that at disadvantage?
Oh no, okay, so I guess that they're both at disadvantage?
Yeah, I'm in a defensive, which gives your
Oh,
attack
damn,
rolls
okay.
at disadvantage because I'm dodging.
So then I guess the first one's a miss, and then the second one, not one, re-roll. Then we have, so there's the 26, and then the second one is gonna be 16, so 18 and 16.
I would dodge that pretty easily.
Oh, Bubba.
Yeah, he's gonna get his butt kicked.
Eli's face becomes redder and angrier as a little drop of blood kind of starts pouring down from his nose. Pavo, what would you like
That's
to do
it.
on your turn?
He's got no daggers, and it's Pavo's turn.
No daggers, okay. All right. I will just continue to do little jabs. 8 plus
Work the body.
16.
Eli?
Oh no, that misses.
16 misses.
Sorry.
Okay, my follow-up. So if that one misses, then that one's going to miss. Then for my bonus action, I'll use key point for Fury Blows for 2 more strikes. So that's a 10 plus 8, so 18.
Just hits.
Okay, so that'll be. So it's for 9 points, and then the second strike is a 17 plus 8, so we're looking at 25, I think that is.
Hit.
All right. And that's a 2 plus 4, so 6.
Okay.
And I'm not in a defensive stance because I used it for a full-on attack. So
Okay. So I'm gonna use my reaction to summon them both back. I will use my action. Trying to think of like a cooler way to do this. If I toss one up in the air, kind of above his head, can I use my bonus to teleport and try to stab him or something with a blunt end? Like in the shoulder? I don't know. So
Sure.
it would just be, okay. It should be okay. He might hit next turn. I might end the turn in the air because I would action throw bonus teleport, and then his next action would be fall and like try to stab him. If we're getting technical.
Okay.
That was movement, right?
I do, but it's a teleport. So it's different.
Trying the same maneuver that Eli had tried on the Time Guardian. He suddenly vanishes from your view, Pavo, as you begin to look around furiously to see where he disappeared to, only to look up at the last second as he comes flying down upon you. The wild halfling look on his face with daggers drawn. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. 28 to hit.
That's a hit.
Thank God. I thought it was going to go this whole time.
Nice giving off Schmeagol vibes.
Oh, I was rolling with the wrong one. Sorry about that. That's going to be 11 points of damage. And then another d6 poison.
I'm immune to poison, so it won't matter.
Okay. So 11.
Ah. You're going full on. All right. Are you done?
Hard mode enabled.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So I've used 3, 4, 5.
So am I like grappling him like a little spider monkey now? Because I... how do I end the turn?
You would have ended your turn with basically your blades in his back right now.
Okay.
Well, then I will do a roundhouse to kick him off of me. That is a 12 plus 8. So that'll be a dirty 20.
Hit.
Okay. So that is 4 plus 4. So 7 points. And use a key point. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wait, hold on. You said 7 points? Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I'm good. Constitution saving throw. That is gonna be 12.
12. You are now stunned until the end of my next turn. So now I got advantage on my attacks on you.
Okay.
Second hit. Oh, great. That's a natural 20.
Good. Do it quickly.
I really hope the same thing is going on in the library, only they're just throwing books at each other.
Meanwhile, Bruno has started a massive food fight in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So that will be 15 points. And then I'm going to use another key point for Fury Blows for 2 more.
Did you say 15 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually that one's going to miss. And the last hit, 15 plus 8, so that's going to be 23.
Points?
No,
What'd
that's
you
the hit. That's the hit.
Hit.
So
Hits.
that one will be for 6 points more.
Okay.
So that'll be your turn, but you're stunned until the end of my next turn.
Cool.
How you
Eli
looking?
frozen in spot. You can see his teeth just clenching as now blood comes out of both of his nose. A few welts on his face from the shots that he's taken from you. You can tell, Pavo, that there's something going on with the rage that is happening within Eli right now. He is not himself right now at all.
Okay. So he's looking pretty beat up, or?
Yeah, he's looking pretty
he's
fucking
decently
beat up right
beat
now.
up. Yeah.
Then I will use this turn instead of.
I'm
Just-
stunned. I can't do anything.
I
Like
don't
even
know.
talk. I don't think. Can I talk back to you or anything?
You just can't move. You're stunned. That
Okay.
doesn't mean you stop. All right. Have you had enough, or do you want to continue?
He'll like spit blood out on the floor, and I'll be like, finish it.
All right. I will take my 2 attacks.
Shit.
All right. So that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
So it's 10 points.
Okay.
Still good? Another one? That's a 28.
Oh, yes.
$12 points.
Down.
As Eli falls down to one knee, you see a look of disappointment on his face. Again, you get a very strange impression from your companion.
I reach down with a hand to help him up.
He'll keep his head down and he'll kind of like swat it away and get up and kind of move around and just like crack his neck, and then he'll turn out and he'll be like, good fight.
You weren't focused. Is there something the matter?
And he'll look at Pavo and he'll say, I just think that now that we're down to the wire, this is all... It's just getting to me. And he'll kind of look down at his shoes, summon back his daggers from wherever the hell they are in Pavo's back.
I can understand. I'm sorry you are taking this so hard. But if there's anything I can do, you've been a good friend to me. And if I could return that favor in any way, please let me know.
He'll be doing, he's like a lot of self-soothing gestures, like hair and all of that stuff, and just shaking his head, and he'll be like, I'm fine. I'll get over it. And he looks like he's gonna say a little bit more.
Listen, I may not be very knowledgeable on how people act. I can tell there's more to this. And without saying anything else, I will just kind of put my arm around his shoulders. But whatever this is, you are not alone. But I understand if you wish to keep this to yourself.
I think that's what's best for now. Because I think I might be alone.
You are never alone, Eli.
He won't make eye contact with Pavo. And you can tell he's just holding a lot. Shake his hand.
So Pavo will then just sit down and just be there next to him. Not say anything. And just know that being there, hopefully, will help.
The two of
He
you
won't say anything, yeah.
The two of you sit in silence together, as both warriors and friends with a mutual understanding. No one else joins the sparring arena. As a friendship and a love for one another speaks louder than words at this time. And now we'll go to the library.
Oh, God.
Books are
Does
flying
anyone speak
everywhere.
Draconic?
Books are flying everywhere. It's a mess. There's chocolate milk stains everywhere. As the four of you make your way into the library, you begin to look at the rows and rows of books all around. There doesn't seem to be any signposts or anything along those lines to assist in telling you what to find where. When you hear a voice, disembodied, ring out, "Welcome to the Presage Library." As a golden glow suddenly begins to emanate directly in front of you, a body starts to apparate slowly from seemingly nothing. The individual that stands before you, a beautiful pale skin and sharp, sharp blue eyes, long blonde hair, looks like a male human, just slightly larger. And as the glow begins to die down, you could swear you see the outline of wings behind his back.
Hi, I'm Alara. Curtsy, double curtsy.
Alara. Hey. Pleasure
Well,
to
good
meet you
bookkeeper.
both. My name is Teleric. I am the librarian and custodian of all of the knowledge here. Please, what is it that you look for?
Ooh, there's so many things that I want to know, but I think that I need to stay on topic. So, if you have any information on time magic or champion's weapon, specifically a lantern, or the end of time, or if you have a recipe to make ice cream, just let me know.
He looks at you a little strangely. Well, being a relatively new area of the School of Magic's chronomancy, there's not a lot of documentation on it.
Yeah. Or any time necklaces. That would be cool too. Trying to find more about those. They're like spinning hourglasses. Like this one. She'll pull out hers.
That is a very lovely trinket. As for the end of the world,
Time.
it is difficult to answer as time has not ended yet. However, we have many, many recipes for ice cream, as well as many tomes and spellbooks from the various schools of magic. Is there any other that you are looking for in particular?
That's a great question. Someone else should go first because I need to pull up some spells.
Alara begins to scratch her head and kind of stare blankly off into nowhere, very similar to Peanut, who she still seems to be holding on to. Both
I'm
of
just
them
trying.
look completely spaced out at this point.
I'm just trying. I mean, new spells is great, but I'm just trying to get smarter so that my spells do more damage because that makes sense in the world of D&D. That's what I'm really here for.
I should be able to assist with that.
Okay.
And
Do you
hey,
have any? Oh,
what would you like to know about today?
do you have any books about like firearms and shooting?
Not many, but we have a few. We should be able to assist with that.
Wonderful.
And the other two companions of yours?
Oh, I was just looking for some books maybe on the histories of healing, and if you got any novellas about like a healer who had struggles along the way and eventually became an all-powerful, something like that would be nice as well.
Interesting. A biography, if you will.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yes, I should be able to assist. And you, my furry friend.
I would be looking for some information about the plane of fire, primal flame, dragon flame, or dragons.
We have a wide variety of all of those. Please, if you would all join me. He turns and begins to walk through the stacks. You walk for a few moments before reaching a bookcase as he stops and points his hand out. Everything we have in terms of the elemental plane of fire can be found here. He gestures a little bit further down the stacks. All dragons and related things, just a little bit down, a little bit further.
Thank you very much.
There are tables not far from here, as he points to just the other side of the stacks. Feel free to select whatever you wish. Just, I ask you all not to allow the books to leave the library. Ash, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
That's a 10.
10. Okay. While looking through the stacks, you do find a particularly interesting book on the history of the elemental planes, more specifically on the joining of the elemental plane of fire and how that affects nature magic.
I'll take this one.
Okay. He continues walking a little bit further. And this, well, a bit of a small section. And he points to just a single row of books. All things documented that we have on firearms can be found here, whether it be the variety of firearms, the usage of such, and some other odds and ends. Trix, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
That is a 12.
12. You find a book on the usage of firearms, specifically advanced tactics. As you thumb through it, it seems to have more details on what you would know as grit. Continues onward. Swinging around one row of books, he arrives at another stack as he points his finger out and starts to trace it along the shelves. Eventually stopping at a single book, he reaches forward, pulling it out, and hands it to Ollie. A great book on a healer known as Dorvath. A dwarven cleric that was known to heal many, including a massive outbreak of a magical disease long ago.
Amazing. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. And I'll go make my way to a sitting area.
Okay. And last but not least, over to the Schools of Magic section. He begins to walk Alara over. He stops at a row of books as he holds his hand out and says, "This is all of our magical tomes and books on the School of Magic. Whatever particular school you're looking for, you'll certainly find it here." His words trail off as his body seems to freeze.
Fuck. Fuck me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
A voice comes from nowhere. "I see you're continuing with your studies, pupil." Turning and looking, you see the robed, bald figure of Racilian Vo.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Hi.
Hello to you as well. His hands resting behind his back in a proper stance. A pose you remember seeing many, many times as a young disciple.
I'm surprised you came here. I don't think the Presage family likes you very much. Didn't think it was very safe for you here.
Well, I do have a history with the Presage family. I don't think there's anyone currently that I hold ill will toward.
Okay. Well,
Also,
that's
in
good.
this moment, it's just you and I.
Sorry you cut out. I didn't hear that. It's weird time magic got in the way of whatever you just said.
At this moment, there is only you and I.
Oh. Well, that's good. I kind of wanted to talk to you. I don't know if I need to talk to you because this is going to be a bit of a story, okay? You know me. I can't really deliver things in one line. I have to get it all out, right?
He gives a smile. Stories I have missed dearly.
Okay. So, here's the thing. I almost died again recently after you saved me and everyone. And
have you tried not doing that?
Sorry?
Have you tried not doing that?
I keep trying, but it's really hard. This journey that I'm on is really, who would have thought, adventuring, dangerous, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have good friends. They've protected me, and you've saved me, so I'm still here. But anyways, so when I almost died, I got stabbed with this poison thing, and then I was out unconscious, and while I was unconscious, I was having these fever dreams, and in this fever dream, I was back in Luminador, I was with Alcor, and it felt super nice to be back there, and we were sort of Alcor and I were spying, and I was using Shadow to help me spy in on a council meeting, and then we were back in your study, and we made a promise in this dream that we wouldn't screw around with time magic. And then I woke up, and what's crazy is that I realized that wasn't a dream. That happened. And I don't know what happened along the way. And I don't know what pressures Presage put on you, because I heard some of the things that happened in that meeting. But you knew at one time that what you're doing right now it's not the way. It's not the right thing. And I don't know, maybe we just got lost along the way because we got really excited about everything that was happening. And you mostly figured out how to time travel. That's crazy. That's exciting. And now we're here. And I realized that for you to stop, that's going to be really hard, because I realized that all the things you've done, which aren't very good things, you'll have to leave them and not reset them, and you'll have to atone for them. And I know that's something that you probably don't want to do, but it's important that we do the right thing. We promised each other.
He bows his head in contemplation. You're not wrong, my pupil. We must do the right thing. And much has changed since that conversation transpired. This is not about vengeance. This is not about anger. Will you allow me to show you something, Alara? To maybe explain why I'm doing the things that I'm doing.
Okay.
He pulls his hands out from behind his back and reaches into the sleeve of his robe, producing a small token, one familiar that you've used before. As he throws it down on the ground, you see a teleportation circle open up. If you wish to know the truth, then join me. As he walks into the teleportation circle.
Can I have like 2 seconds?
He's already gone.
Fuck. I quickly cast sending to Lucy. And I just say, hey, I'll be back. And she'll step into the portal.
Shit, she didn't use all 25 words. Something's wrong.
As you crest the teleportation circle, you feel the familiar tug as the essence of Alara itself is pulled away from the spot. Your eyes glaze over for a moment as the swirl of teleportation magics wraps around you. Colors, some you're not even aware of at this point. As you find your feet again, you look down to seemingly be standing on a large rock surface. As you bring your eyes upwards, you feel sickeningly dizzy. As the world around you is no more. You stand on what looks like a rock, very large, out into the star fields itself. Looking down, you see a large globe not too far away. Blue and green scattered all around it. And a blackness that seems to be coating the outer shell. You begin to stumble, but are caught by Rasilian as he holds you upright. Be careful, Alara. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it.
I trip a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where we are?
Well, I have a feeling I'm looking at what you call the silence.
This is the moment I've seen within the flames. We stand on the precipice of the end of time. Below us, the last fathoms of Bastia. As the lights are about to dim before it goes out. This is what Rhea will do. As he gestures off into the distance, you see what looks like a giant tear within the star field itself. This is what her and her people will do if they are able to gain the power of Thule. Not long from now, all of this will go away.
Can't we? There's got to be another way than the way that you're going about this. We can stop this another way. We don't have to reset time from the beginning. We just stop Rhea.
I wish it were that simple.
Why is it not?
I've had many centuries to think of this, Alara. The only way to stop this is to have it never start in the beginning.
What about our promise? We promised that we wouldn't do this. You know this is wrong. It violates all the laws of time.
Alara, what does it matter if time doesn't exist anymore?
I hear you, but what? So if you've had lots of years to study and think about this, why can't we just stop Rhea together? You can help us. We'll get Rhea back home a different way. She came here one way. We'll get her back this way she came.
There is not another way. You can see he's physically getting angry at this point. You have followed my teachings for so long, Alara. You are still young. It is difficult for you to understand versus someone who's lived for countless of lives. You don't think if there was another way I would have tried that already?
I don't know, Brazilian. You're doing a lot of really crazy things to me right now. So I don't know what happened to you along the way. I don't know. And sometimes, Brazilian, I respect you because you are wise and you've taught me a lot of things, but sometimes you have to turn to the youth and to the new generation to find new ideas and creativity in solving them. And you have to trust in the people that you taught.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna puke to the side. Oh my god. What is my persuasion? Oh, it's good. Yay. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
He turns from you and walks down the rocks. The large rock. From all around, there is just you and he standing on this floating stone out within the starfield. I've heard what you have to say, Alara. And you are not wrong. And I have turned to many a youth in my past to help me. And nothing has changed. Stand with me, Alara. Help me fight Rhea.
Help you fight Rhea by resetting time?
To do what must be done.
I can't.
A sadness crosses his face as he bows his head. Then you stand against me. As he raises his head back up. And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
But that, my friends, is going to be a story for another day.
You fuck right off.
Yo!
Oh, my heart is racing. I'm like half in tears. I'm like panicking right now. Oh my god. I'm sweating. Oh man.
All the fluids. Jeez.
Don't die.
She's
I
not
was
ready.
assuming
She
you just get
sucks.
sent back.
And she used two of her spell slots just to send messages.
Oh no.
You got a week to prepare.
Holy fuck.
Dum, dum, dum.
You really thought I was going to take it easy in the last 4 episodes.
I didn't think that at all. I was wanting to puke that whole conversation. I was like, he could just shove her off the cliff into the end of time. This is the most dangerous situation she's ever been in. Yeah. Goodbye. How the fuck do I even get back? I'm literally at the end of time. My god.
Alara's last words to Lucy are gonna be, "I'll be back," and she'll never come back.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be looking for you in that library for all time.
Oh.
With that said, folks, we are doing a giveaway for the evening.
Listen to the mark.
Pablo,
So
I told you so moment.
I am going to give everyone a few more moments in order to enter. Again, use the command !dice if you would like to enter. Only caveat is make sure that you are following, and I will give you guys a few moments to do so.
Sketch dice. Look how cool they are. You know you want to
Ooh.
enter.
Yeah, let's see.
You can make stuff like this.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, a little more up, to the left.
Up,
There you go.
up, left,
Yep,
up.
left. There you go. There you go.
There
You're
it
good.
is. Yeah.
Okay, with that said, I am going to go ahead and close the entries for the evening. Good luck to all of those who have entered. Let me hit the button. And a drum roll, please. And the winner of tonight's giveaway is none other than the lovely and talented Great White Buffalo. Great White Buffalo, congratulations. One of the new trippers who have joined us this evening. You, my friend, have won a wonderful set of sketch dice to make all of the magical things you could possibly want. If you are not in chat right now, then I will reach out to you on Twitch, or someone will, or hey, even better yet, come join us on Discord, and you can come chat with us. It was Canadian only, right? No, it was not. Glimmer Leech, you are welcome to enter next week, because we are going to be doing another set of Sketch Dice giveaway next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
No.
Oh no, raid!
I mean,
All right, let's start back over. Let's go.
yep.
Yeah,
fight.
start
Into
the
this
episode
fight.
all over again. We'll make sure that we got the giveaway going one more time. Welcome into the
Great.
compound. Thank you so much for joining us. What? Am I missing something?
No, I'm sorry. I just saw that Great White Buffalo is here. So if you're hearing this, definitely join our Discord, and you can private message me on Discord. You'll just type in Reina or Lara. Should see me in there. Here, wait. We'll do a little. Oh no.
Or if you're not a Discord user, then let us know, and we will reach out to you otherwise. Also, if we could get a quick shout out in chat for the compound for the wonderful, wonderful raid. Thank you very much, new friends. We are Careful Cantrip. We do a whole bunch of cool D&D stuff here on the channel, whether it be we had our game tonight. We usually have a art stream that happens tomorrow night. It's not happening this week, but if you can see all of our lovely arts that are in and around our faces right now, done by the lovely Bobby, aka Lucy, a phenomenal artist that is also a phenomenal role player and a phenomenal friend. And then I do some world building that is on hiatus right now for reasons, but yes, it's good times had by all. But with that said, that is going to wrap us up for the evening. And I am going to quickly see if there's anybody out there who is on right now. I see a good friend of mine that we are absolutely going to raid, because he is an awesome, awesome friend and an awesome, awesome D&D'er as well. The wonderful and lovely Dead Aussie Gamer. Looks like he's got another one of our friends on as well, Mr. Robert Hartley GM from... where the hell's he from now? The hell's the thing he's on?
Oh no.
Viva La Dirt League.
Yeah,
Viva
that's
La Dirt League.
wow.
That's the
It
thing
just
that he's on.
went out my head. Yeah.
Let's go over. Let's give some love to Dead Aussie Gamer. Make sure to follow along. Make sure to do all the things. Make sure that you go ahead and do.
McBluff
What?
says
He's
McBluff
about
thinks
to end.
that Dag's about to end the stream.
Tell him not to. McBluff. Matt, tell him not to. Tell him to keep going. Should I not raid him then? Should we raid someone else?
We can go on for a little, I guess. Maybe he'll stay on.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
just
hitting.
go.
You know what? I'm doing it. I'm hitting the start raid button.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll cross paths on the way. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how all of that works out. But as always, to all the trippers out there, to all of you who have joined us this evening, thank you so much for your continued support and participation. We will be back next week to do the amazing, amazing part 2 of the finale of our campaign 1. So with that said, love you all. And before I leave, I beg of you all one word of caution. Whether playing around in the libraries or talking to your mentor at the end of time, I beg of you all one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Guys, we'll see you next week. Love your faces. Take care.